Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I hope you're all having a fabulous evening, day, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are at. Welcome to the full moon special. We're going to be doing a little collective reading about the full moon in Virgo. So this would be really exciting, just so you can know what's going to be happening for you. And it's taking place on March 18th. So it's still a couple days away. But if you guys are anything like me, you might already be feeling these full moon energies. They are pretty intense. And this is happening in the sign of Virgo for both Vedic and Western astrology, which is very interesting. That happens once in a great while. But because they are about 24 degrees apart, it doesn't happen often, but once in a while. Let's see. Virgo is a sign about healing, about organization, about, perfectionistic tendencies. Sometimes we can ascribe that to the sign of Virgo. I do have my Mars and Saturn in Virgo. So, in the 12th house. So, a lot of times it's like I've got one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake with things I want to do, things I want to organize, and just things I want to experience. But for all of us watching, this is going to be a little collective reading for all of us. We're taking our collective energies and the collective energies of everyone who will be watching later and really figuring out what we can expect for this full moon in Virgo. And another thing or symptom, I guess you could say, that I've been feeling from this full moon is just, I don't know, feeling kind of spacey, or it's really hard to concentrate on anything. I just, like the last 2 days, I've been very restless with my energy, and even the things I'm normally excited to do, they just seem like, I'm just too, I don't know, keyed up or something to really focus on them. The one real exception would be, well, two exceptions, I would say, would be to do my filming and connecting to spirit in that way, and also my own meditations and healing sessions that I just do for myself, or watching Luna Night videos and my salt bath and just kind of unwinding in that way. Those are pretty much the only two ways that I've been able to kind of keep my weird little, I don't know, just what's the word? I guess just, I don't know, just hard to concentrate, just feel very up in the clouds. My energy is very just kind of floaty, I guess. Yeah. So before I do get into the reading, I just want to say hello to everyone who's here. So we'll just go ahead and do a quick little roll call. We have hashtag Sant. We've got Robin Stinson. Ethan's here. Luna Refresh. Jamie Wilson, Nikki Swain, Chemistry with Kismet Tarot, hello. Michelle De Leon, Brittany Seblon, Jessica Lynn, and Armani Coat. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. And I keep seeing 7-Eleven. And even in a pick card reading that I watched not that long ago, I think it was yesterday, she talked about 7-Eleven. It just had 7 people and 11 likes. Now it's shifted from 7 to 12, which I can say thank you for. Thank you for all the likes. I really appreciate that. Oh, whenever you meditate. That's so interesting. Yeah, because I thought, well, I'm real floaty and real flighty and just kind of restless, I guess is the best word. It's just hard to concentrate on anything, save for really my spiritual connection. That's like the one place I've been spared, I guess, which is cool. I'll take it. But I don't know if that's an upgrade with this full moon, or it's just solar flares from the sun or the Schumann resonance. Like, I'm not sure if it's a combination platter of all those things or what. But we're going to feel into that energy. Let me know if you guys have been feeling kind of restless or kind of hard to focus, hard to concentrate, even on the things you love and enjoy normally. It's just like you're going from, like, even cleaning my house. I couldn't just settle in and do the dishes. I was doing a dish. I took a towel to the bathroom to the washing machine, and then I was like doing a couple things in my kitchen or in my bathroom. Then I came back to the kitchen, and then I sat down and took a break and watched a YouTube video and couldn't finish it because my energy's so scattered. Then I went back to the dishes. Like, I can't just sit as well. It's like that energy needs to move or something. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it. Just getting up and kind of pacing. And I already do that, like when I talk on the phone and stuff, which I don't do a lot of talking on the phone. But when I do, I can't just sit there and talk to someone. I have to be like up pacing my house. I don't know why. Or cleaning. I get a lot of cleaning done sometimes when I'm on the phone. All right. So let's just feel into this full moon energy. What's going on here? Oh, you've been feeling the same. Oh, you're moving to your first home of your own on the full moon. I wished for this a year ago on a new moon, and now it's coming true on the full moon. That's so cool, Jaden. I love that. I've been like massive I've been like massive sleeping continually, but I do agree. Turned on music today and I danced and it felt great after. Yeah, I've been really tired too. I guess it was last week, like the middle of last week going into the end of last week. I took like a nap 3 days in a row. I just could not function like throughout the day. I was just so tired. Um yeah, Nikki Swain says same. Okay, so let's feel in this. You guys are feeling it. So let's just feel into this energy for all of us. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need to know? What's going on? And so far, we don't have any donations, so this might be a very short and sweet live stream. Otherwise, when we do get a donation, that first donation coming in will be where we start right after this collective reading. You will get the VIP treatment, very first reading of the night. All right, Spirit, our collective energies, full moon in Virgo, just anything else we need to know as well. Okay, so far, we've got 2 major arcana. Yeah, so this is like an internal transformation, internal shift. When you get a lot of major arcanas, there's some internal shifts and transformations that you're going under, or major transformations you might be going under. I have the feeling that this whole Neptune, Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, yes, all in Pisces stellium is that energy. I bet you so much. Yes. All right, what's going on? And that's actually happening in my 6th house. So it makes sense that my routine, I just can't focus. Makes sense. And then 6 of Cups, yeah, something from the past, some nostalgia. And we've got 6 cups here, but I'm really focused on this big, it almost looks like a trophy here. It's so interesting. So it's almost like we're examining our little wins along the way, or maybe refocusing in on a big goal that we have had for a while. Maybe we had to put it on the back burner, or, just life got in the way or what have you. But we're coming back to it. We're using our intuition. We're making a big decision as well. This energy is actually helping to help us narrow in or focus in on what actually is important in our lives. So amazing. Welcome to Pisces Brain, everybody. Oh man. 3 of Wands. Yeah, we're going to be able to move forward. Maybe not until after this full moon. I'm really sensing like Sunday, which is May 20th, which is the first day of spring. Very exciting for those of us here in the Northern Hemisphere, and then the first day of autumn in the Southern Hemisphere. But Friday, I'm going to dive into the spring equinox energies. So, of course, we've got that going for us as well. We're probably picking up on that new beginning as well, but we're closing out some old stuff before we can really full force go into that new beginning. But we are, maybe some of us, planning a trip or a vacation either now or between now and like Sunday. I see maybe someone traveling, being able to hang out with some friends or family. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, so just really re-examining our budget and where, not just where our money goes, but where our attention goes, because we pay attention and we spend time. Isn't it interesting, the words that we use? It's not by coincidence, I'll tell you that much, because you pay your attention, you spend your time. These are energy, these are currency, just like money is. I'm excited for spring. I could finally take an outdoor walk today. Seriously, so excited. Yeah, it's been kind of warm here as well, but very rainy and then windy. And then when the cold comes through, the wind and the rain and the cold, it's not a fun combination. Wow. Yeah, so we've got the Guardian of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords, and then the Child of Swords, or the Page of Swords as well. So this is like a leveling up. This to me feels like graduation of some sort. And this to me feels like a major cycle many of you are graduating from, specifically in communication, where you're, just knowing more of what it is you want in life to be able to then communicate that out in the world, either through your creative expression or to, let family members or friends know, hey, I remember when I used to allow this thing to happen. Well, no more. I'm not doing that anymore. This is what I expect from now on, or, what I intend to have happen. And if you can't meet me at my level, then, whatever. It's going to be different for everybody, but this doesn't even have to look like an actual conversation you're having. To me, this feels like just energetically, your energy is speaking for many of you. Your energy is upgrading in such a way between now and the full moon and the spring equinox that you're leveling up, and people are even seeing you in a more I guess, mature light. They're realizing that maybe some of that stuff that you said before does make sense when they, thought you were weird or whatever. Then we have the high priestess. I love this. So yeah, this is you re-examining those limiting beliefs, which has been kind of a theme on my channel lately. I don't know what it is, but pretty much every pick a card reading, the last probably 5 or 6 ones I've done, a major theme is closing out cycles of limiting beliefs. So this to me feels like a collective energy where we are moving forward in areas or timelines where things feel much more supportive, much more flowy in the direction of our highest good rather than just all that craziness that we've been dealing with. Just got home from a lovely walk and I don't have to put a jacket on. Don't you love that? Like, that's my favorite. It was 48 degrees the other day and I went out back and I was just like vibing, sitting on the back porch, soaking up the sun, and I didn't even have a coat on, but I wasn't even cold. I just felt so good. Feeling that actual sunlight on my skin was like a breath of fresh air. And now it's 6:11 and 10:44 on my clock, my little countdown live thing, or count up, I guess, counter. But I keep seeing 7:11, 6:11, 3:11. Today, 2 different times. Let me show you. Proof or it didn't happen, right? Let me show you. This was so cool. So 2 different times I saw, oh, of course it's not going to show well, but let's do this. So it was 2:37 and 37 degrees outside. And then right after that, well, little more than that, but like 3:42 and 42 degrees outside. It's like, so how cool is that? Yeah, it's 7:11 there where you're at, Monica. But I just thought that was so interesting. And then I had to send this to Lunar today. I was just like, what is happening? Well, I'll just tell a quick story and then I'll get back to our collective reading. I just want to talk about all the bugs, all the springtime, all the new beginning energy. But first and foremost, we had our little friend Benny, the box elder bug. You guys may remember from like a couple live streams ago. He was flying, flapping, flailing around all over the live stream. But I know that I've got more than one box elder bug in my house. I've seen 2 kind of in the same room at the same time. So I know there's at least 2, probably more. And anyway, I'm taking a bath and I'm watching a Luna Nate video yesterday, totally doing my healing thing. And I look over just in time to see Billy, Benny, whoever, the box elder bug, dip right down into my bath bubbles. And I'm like, oh no, don't commit suicide, come back. So I like rescued him up and put him on the towel, like next to the bathtub, and thought, oh, he's cool. He's awesome. Oh, you had a box elder last night too. Yeah, they have such a cool spiritual meaning. There's literally one website I found online that actually talks about the spiritual meaning of box elder bugs. But yeah, new beginnings, creativity, protection, all sorts of cool stuff. But anyway, I get out of my bath and I look on the towel and he's like on his back, legs all curled in, and I'm like, he's dead. Like, I literally was so sad. I was like, I'm gonna miss you. I literally kissed a bug, guys. Like, come on. Like, that's the level I'm on right now. I kissed him. I'm like, I'm so sorry I couldn't get you in time. But then, like, I'm like drying off and getting dressed, and I'm like, oh, he's dead. It's so sad. And I like poke him again, and he's like starting to slowly move. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's not dead. And of course, this whole time I'm back and forth with Lunar, like, for just a little bug, he's touched at least 2 lives that we know of, and all of this. And then I found the other box elder bug was like by my bathroom window. So like I grabbed him and I put him on the towel and took a video. It was funny. Let me see. And then today I'm sitting here editing a pick a card that I filmed, and on my screen, my like what do you call it? What do you call that? The screen, I guess, on your window. I see a weird looking shape. I'm like, is that like a wasp? What is that? And I like get closer. You kissed a tree today. Like, yeah, I'm on that same level. I love that. But it's actually a spider. The little jumping spiders, they kind of move sideways and backwards, and they have the cute little eyes that remind you of what's his name on Puss in Boots, the little Puss in Boots guy from Shrek. That's what their eyes look like, and he's so cute. But I saw him or maybe one of his friends in my hallway the other day and thought, oh, how cool. But it's not just him. He's holding a fly, like he's got it in a death grip. And at first the fly was moving its legs around, and that's kind of, I think, what got my attention. I'm like, what is that? But after a while, he wasn't moving anymore. And now He's actually laying over there on my desk, the fly. The spider is nowhere to be found, but he sucked the life out of him. But I think only one other time in my whole life of 39, almost 40 years, I've only seen a spider feeding on a bug one other time in my life. So to me, this felt like some sort of like breakthrough or omen about my own creative path that I felt very stifled or blocked lately. This is beautiful. So I'm just excited about, not so excited for poor little Freddy the Fly here. We rest in peace, rest in power, Freddy. We will miss you. But this little guy, he's gonna keep on keeping on because he got himself a full belly full of fly blood, and he is on to the next. I don't mean to laugh. I'm so sorry, Freddy the Fly, but yeah, lots of good things. Springtime energy, which we're going to break down the spring collective energies for all of you who will join me either at that live stream or later on. You can just put your energetic ticket in right now for your energy to be included in that. It's very fun. But let's see. I'm going to continue with this. I just like talking about bugs and nature. It's cool. Yep, we're still on the collective reading. I took a little story time detour, but we're back. We're back in action. Look at this, healing earth. And that's what it exactly feels like to me. It's like the earth is coming back alive. All her creatures are coming out of hiding from wintertime. The leaves are going to start coming back onto the trees. The grass is going to get green again. All the little sprouts are going to come back up through the dirt, and the seeds that were, kind of dormant over the winter are going to grow. It's going to be so exciting. But healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. So as a result of us tuning into this Virgo, very healing energy with that amazing Virgo, very hermit energy as well. This is beautiful. This is us knowing that we have that power to give and receive healing, that we can heal anything in our lives. Most of our, beliefs around healing are very limited. We think we need all these medications and doctors. And I'm not saying we don't, but our body's innate intelligence to heal itself is so far beyond what we could ever wrap our minds around. It's just we have forgotten that, or we don't think that's possible for us, but it really is. And this number 46, which adds up to 10, this is a new beginning for us to heal, and using the earth, not like we're using it, but the earth is there for us to use to heal ourselves, to kiss those trees, kiss those bugs, get out there and put our bare feet, bare hands on beautiful earth and all of her creatures and creations. It is so powerful for all of us, and it really does help heal our heart chakra is what I'm hearing as well. Oh, I love it. All right, let's get one more of these, and then we'll get 2 of these before we close out our collective. That one's calling my name. Okay. And then we have courage. There's some Leo energy popping in to say hi. Because what would it be a reading without that Leo energy on my channel lately? It has been following me. Not that I'm complaining. I could use a little more courage and Leo in my life, but it's all about strength, fierceness, and family connections, healing family lineages, healing trauma from past having to do with family or family line, family lineage. And then we've got the number 2, which is about partnership, coming together, creating something new together is what I'm hearing. A shifting or merging of timelines. I'm seeing 2 major good timelines shifting, merging together, that are becoming the more prominent timeline for those of a more evolved consciousness. So a lot of this worldly stuff going on, this feels to me like it's closing out as far as being able to touch or damage or hurt us personally. Yes, we might see it on the news or may hear people talking about it, but it's just not at all in our, our life, like daily life experience, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm actually going to move these ones a little closer together. But yeah, us utilizing our intuition and maybe healing specifically the mother line, because we've got the moon here, which does represent the mother energy, also the mind, healing from limiting beliefs, healing our thoughts, healing our, woes, purification. I love to see it with all this Virgo going on. Love to see it. Oh, that's not cool. 4 want to come out, not 2, but we're going to go with it. Hey, we're here all night, right? We've got the number 30 here. Then we have Standing Stones passage. So yes, this to me does feel, the passage into a new season. This is exciting. So we go from 30 to 40. So it's like counting by tens. Things are going to speed up where things felt stuck and slow and stagnant. They're going to start leaps and bounds, moving forward finally. It's exciting. That's right, Michelle. That's what your last name means. I love that. And then we have truth and chaos. Ooh, but through chaos comes truth. And through truth causes chaos, because a lot of what chaos is just the truth wanting to be realized, or the truth trying to not be suppressed anymore. And believe me, you guys, if you live on this planet Earth, there has been a lot, and I mean a lot, of suppressed truth. So many of us don't even know our real history. And I'm not just talking about our like ethnicities and our family lines. I'm talking about the actual history of the earth. We don't know the truth. We just have to somehow trust what was told to us by the history books and teachers, and just, the things that society collectively agrees upon. Doesn't mean it's true. Just saying, just saying. But there might be some literal storms going on. Mother Earth using this rebirth energy to kind of have this labor pain, and the birth process is not always pretty, if not never pretty. It's never pretty in the throes of the pain and the just, difficulty that comes through. But there is a beauty in that pain. It's beautiful. But then with this Raven spirit, this is about the truth being revealed. Figuring out the truth of your own soul, the truth of your own mission here. We've got also the number 42 and 32. That's so funny. These went by 10, 30 to 40, 32 to 42. You can't make that up at all. Like, how? How is this happening? Wow. But again, it's counting by tens. So counting by tens, to me, that's getting things done much quicker than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going 10, 20, 30, 40, and we are off the chessboard. We are just on our own game. It's beautiful. Oh, that's the 5th time you've seen the raven in the last 24 hours. Yeah, one was talking to me earlier outside. It was fun. I love crows. I love ravens. I love nature. I love bugs. I love spiders. I love them all. All right, so that's going to do it for our collective reading. And we do have one donation, so we're not getting out of here yet. We've got Steph Freeman. Steph Freeman art, Steph paints. We are going to be starting with you, my dear, and feel free to just go ahead and post your question. Oh, that goes with that deck. Just feel free to post your question, and I'll get into it right after I get these put away. And if we get another donation between now and the end of Steph's reading, we'll of course go into that reading. Otherwise, we'll be calling it a night. All right. Oh, crafty Steph paints. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever Spirit has for me, I'm here for it. Please. Awesome. Yes, we will get these put away. And then jump in for Steph's reading. Okay. And I'm going to take a quick drink of water because I feel like I've just been flapping my gums. All right. So I have the noisiest water bottles on YouTube. I guarantee it. At least it feels that way. I don't even know if you guys can hear them in the setup I've got going here. I don't know. I can sure hear them all the time. Okay. Fix that. And it's warm in here, so real quickly, I'm going to get up and turn the fan on, and then we'll get into Steph's question, and then we will see. We're going to play by ear and see if there's any more donations that come in. I'm just going to write open because we already know we got Steph. So I'm going to turn the fan on real quick. Okay. So I think you just said general, but I'm going to reread it. Yep, whatever Spirit has, you are here for it. Okay, let's go to the Rider-Waite. I don't know why, but that's the one calling my name for Steph. What's going on for Steph? All right. Any messages, please, for Steph? Crafty Steph, formerly a.k.a. Steph Freeman Art, a.k.a. Steph Paints. It's like new season, new screen name. I like that. All right, let's see stuff. Anything coming in? Ooh, hard work paying off. This is luxury. This is happiness. This is contentment, fulfillment. Being able to take a break or a vacation, possibly, especially if you've been feeling very weary and just worn out or just overworked or busy in some way. Something that you've recently started, you're going to be able to take this the distance. Ooh, and we got that moon card, the mother energy coming in. I'm really reading this as the grandmother energy, though. It's like your grandma's coming on in to say hi. So, of course, we're going to have to, I'm going to have to find my spirit deck. I think it's over on the shelf. Let me grab that real quick because we want to get some messages in from your grandma. And we'll do a postcard from Spirit. Yay. I haven't used this deck in a live stream in a very long time. Okay, so we also have the Spirit messages. This is a great one. And I think I put my other Spirit deck away, but I might grab that one as well. Your grandma has something to say, so we're going to listen with all of our open ears. Yes, we are. Talking to heaven. That's the one I want. Okay, here we go. But just back to this main kind of reading we started, this to me feels like, you know, your grandmother wants to say hi. She's thanking you for all of your effort and hard work that you put in. And she's just like waving, hi. That's what she wants you to know is hi. I'm doing well. Hi, how's it going? Let's see. And yeah, something you're starting now or recently started or you're thinking of starting, you're going to be able to create something really beautiful with this. Okay, so let's see what all we have. Yeah, and you are not alone is on the back of the deck. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near. However, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. And again, she's just like waving, hi, how are you? So we have listen. So it's like she's saying hi, so listen up. And then, oh my God, stop it. Hello from heaven. She's saying hi. It says your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. And I'm really honing in on this yellow butterfly and all the yellow we've got going on, even in the moon card. There's so much yellow. So yellow would be a color that she's sending you signs through stuff. Yellow butterflies, yellow. I'm seeing like gold coins. I don't know if you have any gold coins or if that means anything. A lot of times I don't really know what to make of some of the signs they send through. I just go with it. We've got listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not just to what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. And also listening with your clairaudience, because that is the one way you can communicate with spirit or get spirit communication is through your clairaudience. And then seek. So the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. Beautiful. Just reaffirming that connection that you're not alone. All right. Let's get some actual personal messages from your grandma. Oh, you used to buy her yellow flowers all the time. That's beautiful. So that color makes her think of you, and maybe now that color will make you think of her. But she wants you to know there's no time where I am. Time is only on earth. And I always give you a goodnight kiss. So she's there with you. Absolutely. All right, Jamie, thank you so much. Okay, come on. All right. Any other messages from Stephanie's grandma, please? Oh, we are soulmates. Yes, she's soul family. That's why she felt that connection to you from a very, very early age for you. Like the moment she saw you, she recognized you, and your soul recognized her as well. I'm not doing this very well, but there we go. Let's get one more of these, and then we'll get a nice little postcard for spirit message as well. All right, well, 2. Spirit's being very generous today. I say 1, they double it. I say 2, they double it. I'm just a thought away So she's there, she's with you. And if there was a passed over dog in the family, she's got that dog with her as well. That's beautiful. Oh, yes, and there's yellow flowers on the card. I love that. Yes. Thanks for pointing that out, Steffers. And then remember me by the happy memories we created. And we're kind of going back here to the snapshots and how I really got that mother energy from the beginning. And I know that your grandmother was like a mother to you. And she's just reaffirming that she felt that same way toward you. You were much more than a granddaughter. Not that a granddaughter is any small thing, but you were like her daughter, her granddaughter, her soulmate. Just such beautiful. Let me get that going back. Just such beautiful energy. Even if things weren't always 100% perfect and happy, because no relationship is perfect. But there was so much love. And she says here too, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Yes. Yellow flowers on the card. I love it. Thank you. And we're going to get one more big postcard from Spirit. These have pretty cool little messages as well. And there's a lot written on each postcard. So I don't even think I've read or pulled all of these cards because, I haven't had this deck for probably more than 2 years, but I don't use it very often. Once in a great, great while, I'll pull it out. But I just felt compelled to do that for you today. So let me put these ones away too. And then we will get the postcard from Spirit. Yeah, new beginning. That's exactly that collective reading we just did. It's beautiful. New beginnings coming in hot. Let me get these out. Leave the folded up card. Is that okay? Yeah, these are part of this. Okay. So we'll put that here for just a second. All right. So for Steph, a message from her grandma. Please pick a postcard that is most relevant for Steph's message at this time. Please, Grandma, please. Okay, here we go. Any message for Steph? Here it is. That was quick. Here we go. Okay, they're wordy, so get yourself a snack. Buckle up. Here we go. Dearest Steph, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. Oh my God, stop it. Look, okay, I gotta go to the autofocus so we can see this. Right here, new beginning. And I turned this over and I thought, yes, your new beginning. Go back to the collective reading we were just talking about. Let me just make sure we can see that. Right here, new beginning. Just proving it to you. Love it. Okay. So we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of life, of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring? Oh my God, yes. When the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place. The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape. Yes, exactly. And it's exciting to experience the new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. Beautiful. I love that. Well, thank you, Steph's grandma, for the wonderful messages for her. It's just beautiful when they come through so clearly, like she did. That's beautiful. Wow. I love it. So I hope that resonated, brought you a little happiness. Yeah, spring. I don't know if springtime was her favorite season or something about spring. There's like a spring in her step, or I don't know, something about dancing. She's showing me all sorts of things right now. She's so cute. And she's appearing to me like someone in their 40s. Like that's how I'm seeing her. I'm not seeing her as an elderly lady. And right as I said that, I saw 3333 on my counter, my live counter over there. So yeah, she's appearing as like probably mid 40s. I'm seeing like brown hair. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, and then ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time, this is your mother's line though, and I'm pretty sure your grandma was possibly on your father's side, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but she's showing me or telling me something about your mother's side. that's healing. There's some healing going on there. Growing from your past experience, you are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Beautiful. Oh, spring was her favorite. So many tears. She was a gardener. Yes, that's why she loves spring. Great time to get out there and plant some stuff and watch it bloom. It's gorgeous. Oh, yay. That's beautiful. Well, she has made it to the other side, and she is really excited. She's really showing me this new beginning for you, Steph, as, oh, it was your mom's. Okay, that might be why she was saying the mom side. I mean, it's her bringing the message through. Why not, huh? But to me, this feels like, what was I saying? Like, I don't know. This just feels like, oh, that's right. Her passing away, it's a new beginning for her as well. So like, she's really excited about her new beginning. She's excited about your new beginning, your new lease on life with less responsibility of having to take care of grandma. It's a thing. It's the circle of life, the cycle of life. Oh, that is so sweet. It is. I love it. Okay, here we go with Jamie. Jamie, my dear, go ahead and post your question. We'll get right into it. And if we don't get any other donations, Jamie will be our very last donation of the night. Okay. I'm going to turn my little light down here. It is quite bright outside. Like, I don't think you guys can see the sunlight coming in. I don't think I needed it turned up quite so high as I had it. Thank you so very much. I so appreciate you sharing your gift with all of us, and it's very special. Thank you. You are so welcome. Thank you. You have a lovely family. And you're just going to continue to do great things, Steph. That's what she keeps saying. She knows. And you have so many options, so many new timelines available to create a life that you absolutely love. Oh, you already posted. No worries. I can grab that. Okay, let's see. Are we going to be able to get a house this year? Also, I've been wondering what reincarnated ancestors my two sons could be. Any general messages would be great. Okay. Boyfriend's mom had a message. Okay, yeah, let's just see what comes out. What's gonna come out, what spirit wants to focus on out of all of that. Okay. So let's maybe just ask the angel answers about getting a house this year. They're telling me for you to check like the housing market. If your place, I don't know, you probably don't want to spout all over the internet like the city you're in or the state or whatever, but the housing, there's a lot of housing bubbles here and there, specifically mostly on the West Coast and even in parts of Florida. There's big housing bubbles where it's not a great time to buy if you're a buyer because you're going to be paying the top part. And then if that bubble bursts, you're actually going to be underwater in a mortgage in a lot of these cities. Like the city that I live in Missoula, Montana, we are in a housing bubble right now. So if I were to go buy a different home than the one I currently own, I would be paying top dollar, and then possibly over the next year or two, I would actually lose value on that. Missouri. I think actually Missouri is a great place to be buying. Yeah, but remain positive. I think that you're going to be able to find a place, just keeping positive, setting intentions, doing quantum timeline jumping meditations. This is a way that you can really manifest things quickly. If it's meant for you and it's in your highest good, you can show up in that timeline and start signing on that dotted line. It's very powerful. But there might be some healing of limiting beliefs, especially if you are on the more pessimistic side or feeling like, oh, it's too good to be true. What if we don't get it? And worrying and stressing out about it. There might just be some healing of your thought process or belief systems to attract the timeline where you are actually buying a house this year. But if you can overcome some of that limiting belief, I think you'll be able to buy one around October is the month they're really showing. Again, your guys' choices and actions and decisions between now and then could shift that timeline, but that's what they're showing me if you can have a positive mindset. But listen to your intuition. When you find a property or a home that really fits all of your the boxes that you want to have in a home that you're buying, listen to your gut if this is the right one, if it's not the right one, if you like the area, just listen to your intuition. It will not steer you wrong in this. Oh, your lease is up in October. Oh my goodness. Because you could even buy start the process for buying a house and maybe possibly be moving in October. That's a definite possibility for you this year. Absolutely. But it's up to you. It's up to you to decide, do I deserve it? Do I want it? How am I going to get it? And, remaining very positive and listening to your intuition about it. So let's feel into the energy of your two boys. If they are some possible ancestors in the family now. Souls of Jamie's sons. We'll do son one, son two, oldest, youngest. Okay, for Jamie's kids. Oh, first one, and then youngest. So pentacles to me are a major yes, and I'm also seeing swords as also being a yes. Cups and wands will be I'm seeing wands could possibly be yes as well, but let's see. So we have cups. So I don't think your oldest son is an ancestor, but he is soul family. So he is in your soul family. And then the son, I'm seeing this as your husband's side of the family. And this was a great-great-grandfather on his father's side. So his father's grandfather's grandfather, if that makes sense. So your husband's great-great-grandfather. This is your youngest son reincarnated. Yes. And he also, I do feel, is soul family. But we can get a clarifier on that. He does feel like an evolved soul, but he is someone who, he may have even died at a decently young age as that great-great-grandfather to your husband. He might have died at a very young age in that lifetime. Yeah, he's showing me he wasn't like crazy old in that life. Yeah, it might have even been an accident or something that happened. Yeah, his life was cut short in some way. Accident or maybe even some sort of illness. But he's showing me his life was cut short. But he wasn't meant to be here that long. He had already kind of continued on longer because he had an exit point even earlier, but he's like, I just want to keep contributing, and like on a soul level, not like consciously, but on a soul level, he's like, I got more to do. But yeah, it was his time to go when he did go. He was actually kind of almost past his, like, we got to bring you back. We got to plan for your next incarnation, like 4 generations from now, because it's a big one, because this kid is meant to do big things in this world. Energetically, he is a light. He's going to be such a light in the family. As he grows up, he is just like dear to everybody. Everybody loves him. He's funny. He's very funny. It's so cool. Oh, all right. Let's just see anything else Spirit wants to add to anything we've uncovered yet, or just any other random messages coming through. Oh, you've been told that by another medium. Yes, he's so beloved. So beloved, that's for sure. All right, anything else coming through for Jamie? Any messages? Yes. Okay, well, we got this kind of going like a cattywampus. It's not quite upright. It's not quite reversed. So it's almost like you're in the process of reversing this 8 of Swords to where you're not allowing these limiting beliefs to hold you back. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is you overcoming limiting beliefs, but you're kind of like here. This is total limiting beliefs, and then this is, the turning of it. You're almost there to overcoming some sort of limiting belief that you've had for a long time. This might even have to do with body issues. I'm seeing, Jamie, something that started in your like tween going into teen years, something that you were very self-conscious of. It might be your weight, or just not feeling very good about your weight, or how you look in your body, or how you feel in your body, something like that. Yeah, like you're almost like, it's your body, but like you feel sometimes it doesn't belong to you, or it's hard for you to stay grounded in your body. Oh, it could be some of that Pisces energy. It's hard for a lot of Pisces to stay grounded in their bodies. But this whatever you're feeling about your body, a lot of times pregnancy can really amplify those body image issues that we had as tween and teenage people. It can really amplify that for women. But I think you're overcoming it, and you're on your way to overcoming this. Yeah. again, this is you're toward the finish line here and you're overcoming it. But it's heartbreaking when you don't feel at home in your own body. It's a very heartbreaking energy. And maybe you even sometimes wonder or think, well, is my boyfriend gonna be affected by this? Is he gonna think less of me if, blah, blah, blah. But there's your son just coming in again to reaffirm that I was worth it. I was worth it. So any maybe body image issues that you have since pregnancy and, through if you're still pregnant, I'm not even sure. Are you still pregnant? His energy is so strong. It's almost like he's already born. That's how he shows up to me. Feeling bad about your pregnant body, your face is swollen. Yeah, he's worth it. He's worth the wait. And that's why you're almost to the finish line. You're still pregnant, but once you have this beautiful baby and you're kind of back in the swing of motherhood, life with 2 children, and you're moving forward, you're going to be able to overcome this and things are going to be much better. Wow. Yes. Absolutely. Oh, you were thinking about this today. Well, there's your message. Let's just get one more to wrap this up for Jamie. And I saw we got 2 more donations. Awesome. Yes, because you can manifest the exact body you want. Of course, there are limitations, and mostly they have to do with that limiting belief within our mind. But if you can tune into your mind and negative like belief systems be damned, we could really tap into like even reversing our age or like the way that our bodies like create wrinkles and stuff. Our bodies, our minds are so intelligent that they listen to what we're told. We're programmed to believe that we have an expiration date of like 90 years, 100 years. And, the body will start really rapidly deteriorating after 60, right? We're told this from a very young age, but we don't actually have to believe it and manifest it. We don't. And there are people out there that have tuned into this knowledge and you're like, how is that person 85? They look 40. How is that possible? It's possible. So anything you want for your own body, manifest it. Talk to your cells, talk to your body, shape them, morph them, be positive, loving. It's beautiful. Oh, you have to head out. I love you guys so much. Sending you all love. Love you too, Monica. Good to see you today. Hope you're doing well. I have your inner child pick a card pinned in my to watch list just because my energy's been so all over the place. I wanted to make sure I could really focus on it. But yes. All right. Oh, okay. I love that. My skin. Skin sucks and I need to reverse large pores. Me too. Large pores. I hate it. It's not a fun time. But like, hey, if I'm telling you this, I can tell me this, right? We can both overcome anything that we don't like about our bodies and our appearance, and yes, but you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, so let me check our donations and we'll get the list updated. So we got Marlene. Marlene, you are first. Marlene V. Go ahead and post your question. And we also have Nada. Welcome, Nada. Okay, so that's our list. Let me take a drink of my water. All right. I know my Uncle Juan has still been sending signs here and there. Me and my family have noticed. Are there any new messages from him? I would love to hear from him again. Anything he has to say. Absolutely. Let's go to our spirit decks. Since we have them out, we might as well use them. I love spirit readings. So here we go. Anything, Juan? He's showing me like a mustache. I don't know if he had a mustache. He was very proud of his mustache or his facial hair. Something about, he always had like, I don't know, his eyes almost look closed. He's smiling so big and bright. His like eyes are closed or squinted, almost shut. They're so like, he's so like smiles with his eyes. Like, that's what he's appearing to me as anyway. Wow. Wow, you got the listen card as well. So we have listen, receive, and choices. The choices card says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So he's letting us know here for you, Marlene, there might be a choice. Oh, he was very proud of his tiny mustache. That's so funny. He's showing me it like all big and bushy now. Like he has the power. Like we were just talking about with Jamie's reading about we can manifest anything we want with our bodies if we could just believe. And he's like, I'm at that point. I can believe. He's got a big bushy mustache and he keeps petting it like it's a furry caterpillar above his lip or something. He's so funny. Was he really funny? Because he's so funny the way he shows up. But he is letting me know you do have a pretty big life decision or choice to make that's actually going to benefit or enhance your life in some way. And he wants you to be open to receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So yes, Marlene, he's letting me and everyone here know that you are a very giving person, and now it's time for you to allow others to give to you. You don't always have to be the one giving to others. It's now time for you to benefit from some gifts or receptive energy somehow, some way. But let's just see if there's any other messages Juan has. Ooh, the Hierophant. So you might be breaking some sort of traditional contract or traditional way of being or way of thinking. This choice that you're making it's like you're stepping out of the matrix just a little bit more as far as that. This could have to do with your career or maybe even where you live if you're planning to do some like remodeling or even just like, what's the word? Like when you move your furniture around. Why can't I word today? I can't word today. Reorganize, not reorganize, but like, oh my gosh, what's the word? When you move your furniture around. Oh my God, I can't even think of that. But redecorating for sure. Maybe redecorating, maybe purging, getting rid of things, cleaning, decluttering. And we also have here the Death card and the Nine of Cups. So to me, it's like there is a death to the way you used to operate. This to me feels like a really good death card. A way you used to operate or limiting beliefs. This has been such a collective theme with so many people that at least come to my channel. I've noticed this. A death to the old way of being so that we can become this greater new version of ourselves that we're manifesting exactly the lives we want, or if it's not exactly the life we want, it's much closer to the life we've always wanted than our past version of us. It's really, really cool. It's like you're jumping timelines or something. Let's see. I'm going to get some specific messages from Juan, from Marlene. Right. So we have here, I'm so much better now. So if he really struggled at the end of his life or he had a tough life, he's showing me maybe a childhood that was very difficult or something that happened in childhood that was very difficult for him to overcome or to deal with. But he's in a much better place now for sure. And I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Of course, I think you knew he loved you and he probably had told you at some point, but he just wishes that he could have told you more. Okay, so I'm going to put these here so that we can also get, I don't know, I think I want a postcard from Spirit. These are so fun. Very cool little messages from Spirit on a postcard. They're a little lengthy, but they're worth the read. So let's just see if Marlene's Uncle Juan has a message, and he does. It's right here. Let's see what we got. Dear Marlene, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings for today is leap time. That's very interesting because this choice that you're making, you're going to be taking a leap of faith, and it's going to be the death to the old way of being and stepping up to a new and more exciting version of who you are. That's so cool. Today is leap time. Realize, and it's funny because we just leapt forward with time. We sprung ahead last weekend. So it's like we are moving forward with the daylight savings time. At least some places, not everywhere actually utilizes that, which I'm jealous because I hate it. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, or get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, We are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition. And the death card is a transitional card as well. Transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. Wow, that's so powerful. Yeah, so you say there's some big, huge changes around me for sure. He said it all the time toward the end. That was oh, I was the one that did. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was the one that didn't say it back because in our family, it's just awkward to say I love you. Yeah, because he's kind of showing me that, the first part of his life and everything, like he didn't say it as much as he wished he had. But I think, toward the end, it's like he understood that, he only has so much time to say these things. But you heard him. You were able to hear him say, I love you. And now he can hear it when you tell him that. He can definitely hear that from you. So yes, you can still tell him it's not too late. Absolutely not too late, because he will hear you, and you can benefit from that by knowing that he hears you. And it's just a good feeling all around. All right, Marlene, I hope that resonated. What a lovely message from your Uncle Juan. He's so funny. I just love that. It's 555 Ethan's time. Yeah, it really throws me off, throws my kids off. It's just not a fun time around my house. Because the kids are waking up at 5:30 instead of 6:30. And I love that, Marlene. Yes, he can hear you when you say that. That's beautiful. Absolutely. Okay. So Nada, my dear, you are next. And Nada is the very last donation that I actually have here. So if you are wanting a guaranteed read before we head out today, you can always send a donation. And then you will be up next right after Nada. You're so welcome, Marlene. Absolutely. Always a pleasure to read for you. And Channel Juan, he is so funny, and he's just a doll. I love it. And that mustache is thicker than ever. He wants you to know that. So cute. Okay. So Nada. Any messages for Nada Ramirez from the spirit guides or ancestors? Let's find out, my dear. We're going in. Any messages for Nada? Ooh. We got a couple to start. So we've got Temperance. We've got the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. So 2 4s on the board. And Temperance is spirit. That is spirit checking in to let you know, hey, we are here. We've got a message for you. Anything that you've maybe been kind of bored about or wondering, it could even have to do with your home. Maybe you're not too thrilled about the place that you currently live, or maybe the dynamic within the home, or again, I don't know if it's just because it's springtime vibes or what, but there's this call that many of us are feeling right now to declutter, reorganize, reposition, reconfigure, redecorate, re. It's almost like retrogrades, but actually being able to move forward for some of us. Just re-examining what it is that's important to you, and not just at home, but also in what you do, your sense of purpose and passion and desire. But yeah, with this Four of Wands, this is a happier home life is coming, happier dynamics at home, feeling more comfortable at home, being able to celebrate with those you love, maybe having like family game nights, or you're hosting dinner at your house or something where you're having a gathering of family or friends where you're actually doing something. You're always doing so much for your household. Yeah. And it's like you're over it. Like that's the vibe of this. It's like, I'm just over it. Like I'm ready for some fresh energy, or for people to pick up their own slack, pick up their own socks, whatever it is. Yeah, but it's not all on you, Nada, to be the one having to lift everyone up and do everything for everybody. Yeah, because, you can lay the traditional smack down and say, hey, these are your socks. You take care of your socks. These are your things. You take care of your things. And I'll do my things. I'll take care of my stuff. So this might even look like, I don't know how many people actually live with you, but just doing so much for your household, just letting them know, hey, I'm no longer doing that, or I'm no longer available on these days, or any day that ends in Y, to do that for you. You can do that for yourself. And I'm just hearing too, what we allow will continue. So if you're allowing people to just leave their stuff laying around, or to come and go as they please without really doing much to contribute, it'll continue. So laying down some sort of rules or contract or chore chart, I don't know the ages of the people that live with you, but sometimes it might look as simple as on Wednesdays you do this chore, on Thursdays you do that chore, and sometimes it's easier than having to think, what should I do today? I mean, obviously, if you're tripping over stuff on the floor, that's like step one, and washing dishes and all those things. But yeah, especially if people are used to you doing it, this is going to come as maybe a bit of a shock to let them know, yeah, you're going to have to pick up some of your own slack here. Oh, your brother's coming for a week from Colorado and you will be hosting. There you go. Let's just feel into that, just see if there's anything you need to know about that. But it's going to be fun. There might even be some healing going on. Healing from something from your childhood or your past, or just a reconnection of you and your brother. This is a very third house energy, which is like younger siblings, but it also could reflect just siblings in general. Especially if he's traveling from far away to come see you. I don't know if he is bringing a child with him, or a companion, a travel companion with him. But to me, this feels like you guys being able to have a deep connection and laugh and have some fun. I don't know if you had planned anything at home, like family game nights. Oh, there goes my camera. Or maybe playing a game or doing something, or just bringing up funny memories from the past, from when you were younger, to really bond and connect each other, or back to each other. It's very fun energy. Okay, we got 3 more. Wow, yeah. I don't know. I said, is he bringing a child along? And we got the Sun card, where there's another child. We also have the 2 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like a new beginning in your relationship. Oh, he's bringing 2 babies. There you go. So we've got a baby here and a baby there. 2 babies. That's beautiful. But yeah, there is a new beginning here, as far as just realizing how much you love each other and how bonded you are, and the connection that you already share, and wanting to stay better in touch. I have a feeling you guys stayed pretty decently in touch already, but just maybe making it not be so long between actual, person-in-person visits, rather than just on the phone or FaceTime or whatever. But yeah, this to me feels really good, that you are opening your home, having some celebration, having some like game nights, or just like fun gatherings. It doesn't have to be games, but something you do at home for fun with your extended family and your family. But yeah, you really are overworked, overburdened, and there needs to be some sort of reprieve or help coming in, so that you don't have to bear this burden alone in the home. That's for sure. And I think that even came out in one of your more recent readings you had, Nada, that, you shouldn't have to do it all, and people do step up and help. Yes. And then we got the rainbow waterfall. We've got miracles coming in with the sun. That's so beautiful, because the sun with the spray of the water does create that beautiful rainbow here. So it's like a healing. This is healing energy and new beginning energy as well. And then we have here the patience card with foggy bog, and then number 18. So we've got 31, 18, 18, 31. Maybe looking up those angel numbers just to see what comes out for you. But let's just see too. There's an element of patience here, because I think the people that live with you, they're not going to get the memo right away, or it might be a kind of a slow process to get everybody on the same page. But with some, rolling up of sleeves and getting down to work and holding people accountable when they fall through, to make sure that things are moving more smoothly, and maybe even implementing new like organization systems around the home, or like meal planning, or something that can actually save you time in the long run, where you're kind of bulking all of these specific activities right now, and then you'll have later time that you can relax, or other people can maybe pick up certain slack as well. But let's get a couple self-care messages for Nada. Just because you are a little overworked, a little overburdened here and there. Yeah, it's time to focus on you. That's beautiful. If beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. Yeah, a little more self-love. Doing some healing also for yourself, your own inner child as well, can really help you not feel like you have to overcompensate, or take on everybody's burdens. And of course, depending on how young your children are, that kind of just is like par for the course or comes with the territory, especially if you have really young children. You know, a 3-year-old isn't going to understand that they have to put their shoes, you know, by the door or in the closet or whatever it is, unless you just repeatedly, you know, let that sink in. There's where that patience comes in. But of course, an infant isn't going to be able to wash its own bottles or clean up after itself or anything like that. But, you know, take it as it resonates for you. But then we have the rebel card. Yeah, you're rebelling. It's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. And this to me feels like you kind of rebelling against the status quo around the house. It's like people already know who you are. You're set in that. But this is you rebelling against maybe ways you've allowed them to treat you or operate around the home or even outside the home. People just expect a lot of you, and you're rebelling against those expectations and saying, you know what? It's time for me. It's time for me to have some self-care. So you can take out the trash yourself, or you can go do this yourself, whatever it is. And I do have chills going down my left leg now. So that's like the divine feminine energy of being able to receive, rest, recuperate, rejuvenate your energy rather than having to be go, 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 do, accomplish all the time for everybody. So yes, that is what I see for you, Nada. But you are, I think it's gonna be a very lovely little like hosting thing that you're doing, you know, for your brother, having him at your home and, you know, reconnecting on a deeper level than just phone calls and all of that. Sometimes it's good to actually get face to face with the people we love. It's amazing to be able to visit and just connect and vibe with people. But also, you're not having to stress yourself out getting your house ready and the guest room ready and, you know, all these things to where you feel like, well, now I have more work preparing for my brother to come visit. And yeah, just getting people around the home to pitch in and do their fair share is more than fair for you. Absolutely. Hello, Pika Lee. I saw you have donated. Go ahead and post your question, my dear, and we'll get right into it. You hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Or you're eating some dinner and relaxing before working overtime. Queen is earning that coin. Yeah. Go ahead and post your question. I'm going to shuffle these and take a drink of my water, and then we can get right into it. And you are our last donation, at least currently. Let's see. Yeah, you're the last donation I have. So anyone else looking for a guaranteed reading tonight can always send a donation. Otherwise, we'll be closing it out before Pika Lee, or not before Pika Lee, after Pika Lee's reading. You're so welcome, Nada. Absolutely. Also, if you guys missed the collective reading for the full moon in Virgo that I did at the beginning of this live stream, check it out. We really went in and tuned into even some of the spring equinox energies, especially those of you who've been feeling a little scattered, a little flighty, a little hard to focus. You'll really understand why in that reading. Yeah, there's a lot of good new energy coming in for sure too. Oh, you think you're the most awkward in your family? It's hard for me. My mom wasn't really affectionate, so probably that's why it's hard to shake it off. Aw, big hugs, Marlene. Yeah, that would be really difficult. Absolutely. All right. Any important messages or guidance from spirit, source, higher self, ancestors? So much going on. I don't know where to even begin. All right. Well, let's try that again. Let's feel into that energy for Pika Lee. Let's get the tea on Pika Lee. From her guides, messengers of spirit, source, higher self, ancestors, and other higher dimensional beings that want to bring forth messages on her behalf for the highest good of Pika Lee and all involved in her reading. Ooh, we got a new opportunity, new beginning, or maybe this is something that recently just happened. I'm really picking this up as something that's either just happened or about to happen. Sometimes they can read very similar just in the way Spirit presents those kind of timelines for me. They feel very similar. Let's see what else for Pika Lee. And the king, making that coin, and maybe an opportunity to bring even more abundance in resources in. I'm seeing like a fancy dinner as well, like going to a fancy restaurant or a date. Maybe it's even a company thing. I don't know. They're bringing some. It's fancier though. It's fancier than just your everyday grub. Wow. Yeah. There's something like. Yeah, this is good stuff. Like free dinner, free meal, free like help, a leg up, an opportunity. To me, this feels very spiritual. A spiritual opportunity that's actually going to support you in the material world. That's so cool. And then, of course, on the back deck, we've also got the Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. Good clarity coming in. Any confusion you've had, specifically about things going on from the past, people from your past coming back in as well, to close out some karmic cycles. Yeah. I'm that reader a lot of times. I just grab from the back of the deck. It's my favorite. Yeah, you might have had a bit of anxiety or maybe some sleepless nights or just not getting enough rest, not being able to do enough self-care because you have been working a lot. And then the fact that you're coming in, you're like eating dinner, vibing with us for a minute before you're working some overtime. You've been working. You've been putting in a lot of hours. But there's a lot of yellow here to me. This is very solar plexus energy. Obviously, yellow is solar plexus, but this is like gaining confidence, really solidifying your mission, your purpose, your passion, but making sure you're not so go, go, go that you don't then get rest or get sufficient time for self-care, getting your hair did, getting your nails did, just taking care and treating yourself, once in a while. That's always awesome and fun to do. But you really are honing your craft, honing your skills, really focusing on how you can level yourself up, how you're leveling the company up. This looks so crooked on camera, but I swear it's perfectly straight in front of me. Now it's not, but it was. Yeah, this is you just maybe even getting benefited because of all of this beautiful work that you've put in and ways that you've helped other people. I don't know if you recently donated to some sort of charity or maybe even something to do with children. I don't know. There's something with children here. These don't, to me, feel like your children, obviously, or like future children. This to me just feels like a childlike energy. Or maybe you have friends that have children that you've vibed with, or family members that have children. Or maybe this is still forthcoming. It hasn't happened yet, but maybe even just a reconnection to your own inner child is really beautiful. But you're really putting in the hours and the time. Oh, you booked some spa days because I had months worth of credit since I hadn't been to the spa in such a long time. I just donated to a lady who is pregnant. There we go. That's what we were picking up. I love it. Yes, beautiful. That's so cool. But Spirit's like, we got you. We see you donating. And as a result, we're going to pay you back tenfold. Thank you for helping that wonderful pregnant lady. And now it's our time to help you. And then we've got some Spirit Guardian of Summer with expansion. The number 37, which that number, and it's 7-Eleven. I was talking about that in the earlier part of this. But I kept saying I was seeing 7-Eleven, 6-11, 5-11, 3-11. And then earlier today, I'll show you, because you weren't here for the collective, I showed them some weird things. You can go back and watch the bulk of it. But I saw on my clock 2:37 and 37 degrees. And then right after that, like, a little more than an hour later, I saw 3:42 and 42 degrees. So yeah, it's very interesting how the synchronicities are lining up. But the number 37, it just reminded me of that picture I took. Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. And then there's the 42. Now I know why I needed to show you that. That is craziness. 42 and 37. I'm going to prove it because you're like, I can't read that. Let me see what's going on. Let me get it. I'm going to get my autofocus back on. Okay, so we've got the number 37 and 42. And then 37 double. And then 42 double. Like, how is this even happening? I love the synchronicities. They are so off the chain right now lately. I don't know. I love it though. I'm here for it. But yeah, this is chaos. This is very, hard work mixed with some anxiety, just feeling like things are moving very quickly. And there's not even just at work, but like in your personal life, like friends are like getting proposed to or getting married. And like life is just moving forward for people. Like it's just forward moving. Oh, you've been seeing things like that lately too. Isn't that crazy? And then we've got the Owl Spirit with Wisdom, number 27, and then the number 11 with the Dragon and Power. So yeah, this is you utilizing your own wisdom, your own power, to really shift through this chaos or kind of ride the waves of this chaos so you're not taken under. You're helping a friend move this weekend and work has been crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And this is actually as a result of a lot of good things that you've planted for yourself, those opportunities that you've taken and you've started taking action on. You're expanding your life. Things are expanding for you. You might even be moving soon. I'm seeing quite possibly before the end of 2021, or sorry, 2022, you might be moving um, because you're expanding, like energetically speaking. There's such an expansion going on for you. Wow, that's so powerful. I actually want to just get one more from the self-care. Yep, I'm still open for donations. Absolutely. All right, Pika self-care messages, please. Spirit, anything that needs to come through. We got possibility. Yeah, with that expansion card. Heck yeah. And patience. So it is safe to wait. So there might be something you're kind of waiting on because things are pretty busy, pretty chaotic right now, that you don't really feel you can put much more on your plate without really just feeling the overwhelm of it all. But there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of new opportunities coming in, but maybe just having a bit of patience as these opportunities present themselves. And you don't have to take every single opportunity that comes in just because it's there. Only taking these opportunities, if it's a heck yes, then absolutely sign up for it. If it's not a heck yes, right now I would maybe hold off. But then possibility, focus your attention on what could go right. And when you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice. I love that. Yes. But this is very Seven of Cups, very hopeful, lots of options. The only thing this is missing that the Seven of Cups does talk about is kind of maybe the confusion because there's so many options, you're confused. I feel like you know your limit. That's absolutely right. You know your limit and you know that, when the timing is right, you'll make a move this direction, that direction, whatever it is. Yeah, because you are, just working through and working on whatever it is you've got going on right now. Because you're just doing the thing. There's a lot going on energetically for you. Now my ears are hot. So people might be, your name is in people's mouths right now. People are talking about you, but it's in a good way. This to me feels really good. People are impressed by you. So my ears are just hot, especially my right ears. Very hot, very, very hot. Yeah, so your name is in people's mouths, but in a good way. So yeah, just keep moving forward. There's clarity, there's expansion, there's new beginning coming in. It feels good. Lots more amazing stuff. Oh, Leo reached out to you too. Well, maybe there's more of that Six of Cups vibe. People from the past. Let's just get a card on Leo before we go because I want to know. Leo for Pika Lee. What's going on there? We got the Queen of Cups. Yeah, he feels like he's in his feels or his emotions about you. And you're just feeling in your intuition, just riding the wave of your own intuition to know, if it's right to go in his direction or if it feels good to just kind of keep things as they are right now. And then, yeah, Queen of Wands, just knowing when to take that inspired action if you feel so inspired, or if not, you just continue working and doing your thing. The tea is piping hot. I love it. But you're the one in control here. You're in romantic control, creative control, emotional control. Yeah, but he's feeling a certain type of way with you or for you. That is for sure. He definitely has some feelings. Yeah, and he wants a fresh chance. He wants that new beginning with you. Whether you want to give him that or not, that's totally up to you. But we also have the Star, so there's wish fulfillment. Some good stuff. Oh, King of Pentacles. I don't know if he recently got a raise or he's just, this was in your reading earlier just a second ago. This could even just be you just energetically coming in as more of the dominating energy here, even though, he's the more masculine. And you're showing up in this queen energy, but you're also showing up in this king energy as well. So that's very interesting. The tea is piping hot. That's so on point. He got to work for it. So I'm doing my own thing. Absolutely. I love that. That's exactly what you should be doing. Absolutely. I love it, Pika. That's so cool. Yep, you're in control here, girl. You know that, though. I think you know that. He and his bestie have opened a restaurant. Okay, there's that. That's so funny. I was talking about having a nice dinner, like a restaurant, or like having a nice meal. Maybe you're gonna go to his restaurant, or maybe he's gonna ask you on a date to come test out his new food. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just throwing out possibilities now. I love that. So cool. Yes, we love burning our lips on the tea. It's amazing. Hello, G Soras. Hello. All right. So we've got here a donation from, I think it's from Brittany. Is it Brittany's donation? Same last name as Brittany, but I'm going to make sure. And then also we have Kat. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's Brittany. Brittany. I'm going to just write it down. Donation list. I so needed this. Well, I'm so happy to just let you know that you're going in a great direction. Yes, it's Brittany. All right. So Brittany, go ahead and post your question, my dear, and then Kat will be after Brittany. We're just trucking right on through tonight. Okay. Oops. All right. Actually, might want to switch over to this deck. The Intuitive Heart, or the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I always get these wrong. Wanted to find if I had any messages from my ancestors. I love it. Okay. Try that again. It's still a newer deck, and they don't want to cooperate sometimes, so I might do this. We're going to get it shuffled, regardless. Kind of. It's like, don't fight against us. Okay. So for Brittany, she wants some awesome messages from her ancestors, please, Spirit. Anything she needs to know. All right, these two want to come out. Okay, wow. So we've got the Nine of Swords and the Strength card. And this Nine of Swords is letting me know maybe you've had a lot on your mind, a lot of stress, a lot of worry, anxiety, maybe some sleepless nights, having some even like really intense dreams or what you would consider more nightmares. But when you have a nightmare, I always say it's actually a good sign, because that's letting you know that you are playing out a lot of these things in the dream state or the astral realm rather than having to play them out in real life, so to speak. So it sometimes can be a good thing that we dodge some sort of bullet by having the nightmare rather than experiencing it in our waking life. But this is you really calling in your higher self and relying on this higher aspect or inner strength part of yourself to get you through any obstacles, any challenges that you've been facing, anything you've been stressing or worrying about, anything you've been crying about, just feeling sad about, or even maybe thinking about the past. Just clearing some trauma from the past, especially on your mother's side. The ancestors from your mother's side are really stepping forward to hold you at this time. And as we say mother, there's the moon, which, mother in astrology is the moon. So absolutely the mother's side is coming forward, but they're telling you to trust your intuition. Yeah, you're leaving behind something that is just stressing you out. It's just not fulfilling you. Or maybe you've already recently taken this leap in a new direction away from these things. Like I was explaining earlier, sometimes something that just happened is happening now or is about to happen really shows up in similar energy, because that's what Spirit usually calls it, the present moment or right now. And it's usually 2 weeks back, right now, and then 2 weeks forward. So it's about a month's worth of time. So if you're not already overcoming some of this stuff, you will be very soon. It's not going to be too long, but trust your intuition, trust your gut, specifically at night. I feel like your mind is very active at night right now, and that's because your spirit guides and your ancestors, your team, your own higher self, they're bringing in these downloads for you to know what your next steps are and for knowing what the direction is that you're going. Because you're walking away from something, it feels very energetic, you're leaving maybe even some past, like again, like with all the bugs and kind of creepy crawlies going on in the brain here, like you're limiting beliefs or feeling you're not good enough or just somehow limiting yourself. You're leaving this cycle behind. Yes, because you're awakening to more of your higher aspect, your higher self. You're bringing more of your gifts, your spiritual gifts, higher consciousness online. And a lot of times when we are going through some really dark times, that dark night of the soul, if you want to know like what like spiritual depression is, looking up dark night of the soul, you might have gone through that. And it sometimes can feel very debilitating, but spirit's letting you know, your ancestors are letting you know, you're getting through this and you're rising from the ashes of who you used to be to become this even greater, amazing version of yourself, Brittany. Yes, because there's something that has happened in the recent past that felt like a tower moment. Again, this doesn't feel very physical to me. This feels more like, I guess, more like an energetic tower. Yeah, totally limiting beliefs, trying to get rid of. Yeah, this to me feels like an energetic tower. And this is, you overcoming and almost challenging and then conquering yourself or past versions of yourself so you can step into a more abundant version of yourself. One that knows she can provide monetarily and with resources and be creative and be nurturing and love her family and show up in such a beautiful way. But this is again like that mother's side of the family. I don't know if you have a close or had a close connection with your grandmother on your mother's side. But she's showing me like there's some sort of healing that you have done just by incarnating in this family line to the mother's side of the family. Let's get one more of these, and then I might want to get a tarot or a oracle card or two. Yeah, Four of Swords. Yeah, you're healing from and just recuperating and resting from a lot of this chaos that had gone on. And again, it feels very much like mental chaos. It's not really anything that's happened so much in the external. It's more energetic or mental stuff that you've been going through. But you're clearing old limiting ways of showing up in the world so you can bring on more of your spiritual light. It's really beautiful. All right, I'm loving this deck tonight. So let's go for Brittany. Anything from her ancestors, please, Spirit. We have here uncertainty, thicket of thorns. And that might be why this Nine of Swords is going on here. Is it's not that anything's like outrightly bad or anything. It's just to me feeling like you're not really sure exactly what your next steps are or what you should do next, or, that passion, that desire, that inspiration. It just hasn't really felt close at hand. But that's shifting, that's changing, because with the Strength card, the Leo, the lion energy is very passionate, very driven about their creative endeavors, about romance, about happiness in their lives. And we also have protection, guardians of the land. And we've got a stag spirit here, spirit animal of like a deer, the buck, the male deer, the stag. Looking up that spirit animal can really help you. Or calling on, oh, we have a deer here too. I just now noticed. A little Bambi deer, a little baby. So it's like Bambi and his father. And it's interesting because we were talking so much about the mother. So I don't know if you and your father don't have as good of a connection as you and your mother have, or something like that. Or maybe he had to travel a lot, or he's just been absent even it could have been emotionally absent. Even if he was physically there, it was like emotionally absent. And maybe there has been some healing that you've done between your connection with you and your father. Or maybe that's something you're working through right now. Maybe some of these limiting beliefs came from your father or your father's side of the family. Let's see. I'm going to get maybe a couple of these self-care messages as well. Yeah, you don't know what your next step is. Oh, you've done some ancestral healing meditations. That's perfect. Yeah, but you have some success coming in. Spirit wants to gift you with some good karma that you had from past lives. And even your past in this life, things you've done to help others and just showing up and being there for others. Now, somehow, some way, people and spirit are showing up for you when you need them most. But today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. So again, this to me feels like it's about 2 weeks out. Between now and 2 weeks, you might have even already experienced a little like surprise, a pay it forward kind of moment. I don't know, someone paying for your meal or something like that. Like that's a great possibility, is just some random act of kindness hitting your doorstep. It's really beautiful. Oh, it was mostly your mother's side. Amazing. yeah, a lot of that mother energy came through earlier in this reading. I want to get one more, but where am I going? Oh, we're going over here. Shaman's Dream Oracle. All right. Anything else for Brittany, please, Spirit? And that could even be your father's relationship with his mother. Because I don't always interpret this exactly the way Spirit is meaning it, because I see Bambi, which is the child, and then I see the father. So it could have been your father and his father, or your father and his mother. And maybe equally so, he just had a really big struggle with one or both of his parents. Wow. Then we have the Sacred Contract Covenant card with the number 7. So you have recently closed out a cycle, or, completed one of your soul contracts. To me, this feels like ancestral healing. Maybe some healing you did, closed out cycles where now your children don't have to experience the things that your parents, their parents down the line had to experience. You're closing those things out. All right, let's get one more for Brittany. Okay. Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility. And then there was that Success card, just everything raining down from the sky. That Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility, just raining down on you. I love that. I love that. So just know that the possibilities literally are endless for you. You could manifest just about anything right now. You are in the flow. It's just realizing and believing that you have the ability to overcome these limiting beliefs and tune into your more manifesting for your highest good abilities, because a lot of us are great manifestors of things that we don't really want, because all we do is spend time worrying and stressing and wishing things were different and feeling powerless. And now both of my ears are doing this, like almost like when the water's rushing out of your ears after there was water in your ears. Oh, sorry. Like like the water coming out of your ears. Like I just felt that in both ears, but mostly the left side, which again is the feminine side of the body. Wow, that's so interesting. But then we got the number 51. So looking up angel number 751 or 517. We've also got the number 21 and 43. You can look up any combination of these angel numbers. I like to give homework if you haven't noticed. All right, Brittany, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope this resonated for you. But yeah, you're gonna have some success here, specifically with clearing out a lot of ancestral wounds, trauma, baggage, stuff from the past. You're cleaning house on it. It's beautiful. All right. So up next, we've got Kat, the wonderful Kat. Go ahead and post your question, Kat, and we'll get right into it for you as I get these put away. Oh, my question might be weird one, but it's what is my true personality like? I've always felt that I am who people want me to be. I feel like I lost myself in others' beliefs, perceptions, or expectations of me, so I'm trying to clear my mind and see who I truly am and am meant to be. Thank you in advance. I totally get that. I felt that way so much in high school and maybe even the early part of my 20s. I just wanted to be this, almost like character of what I thought my friends and, family wanted me to be. And then I just decided to throw all that away and just really tune into who I was. So let's feel this for you, Brittany. Sorry, Kat. Kat, let's feel into this for you, Kat, about your true personality. And I think I want to go to the Everyday Witch for this. And this deck is calling my name. Let me grab it. All right, we'll get it. And I want to get my archetype deck out as well, which is over on my desk. So I'll be right back. We got, and these cards were actually in my mom's house fire, so the heat kind of burned off the gold there. That's why it looks weird. And the box is a little warped. Very cool. Okay. So, for Kat, we're going to go ahead and start with the archetype cards. Probably get 2 or 3 of these. Oh, there's one. There's 2. Oh, there's 4. Let's see, we asked for 2 and Spirit gives us, or 3 and Spirit gives us 4. Okay. We got to start here. We got a fresh start. Okay. They want me to also use this deck. So we're going to be doing full-on reading here. So we have Don Juan, Hedonist, Destroyer, and Exorcist. And we're tuning into the light attributes here. So we've got spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So you may not feel that you're sexy or, smooth with romance, but there is a deeper part of you that knows exactly how to communicate on a soul level to that person that is meant for you, that significant other that you will have in your life. There is a part of you that will know exactly how to talk to this person, how to communicate, just with body language and everything. And you are someone who, when you do know who you are, it's like people are mesmerized by the way you move, the way you laugh, the way you show up in the world. But a lot of times, because you do kind of feel lost in being a personality of what people expect from you, or your others' expectations of you. Sometimes maybe you're quiet or reserved, or you don't really open up the way that you would maybe like to, unless you're in a comfortable environment where you feel you can express yourself. But then with the hedonist here, it says inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And again, going back to the Don Juan card, this to me feels like you don't particularly think you're attractive or magnetic to other people, but you actually are, Kat. That's what's beautiful here, is you just haven't discovered your own inner, I'm seeing like the feminine, just beautiful feminine qualities, because a lot of times, like how your energy shows up to me is like you get really excited about something, and then you like kind of look around like, who's watching? I better dial it back so people don't think I'm weird, or dot dot dot. And to me, this is you overcoming this. I think as you drop what other people expect from you and really allow your true personality to come forward, you're not going to be afraid to laugh with your mouth wide open and maybe be so excited you're talking and spit kind of flies out, like constantly happens with me when I'm here with my pick a card table. So it's probably a good thing there's a screen between all of us here. Because yeah, I'm constantly spitting on my cards and stuff. It's like funny, but yeah, and it's like not being embarrassed about little things like that. And, just embracing those things, because you will be able to break through this feeling like you're playing a role or being a version of you that doesn't feel authentic, but yet you don't know what that authentic version is. But this is you releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. And what's potentially destructive to your actual personality is the fake personality, or the versions of you that you feel you have to be around certain people. And the spirit's kind of showing me, I use this analogy, or I guess example, once in a while on my channel, but they say you're being your authentic self when you're with this group of friends and you act this way. Then you're with your family, you act the exact same way. Then you're with this other group of friends and you act the exact same way. But if you're somebody who you kind of act more outgoing with this group and more reserved with this group, and you better not talk about politics with this group, it's like you're censoring parts of yourself to kind of chameleon into the different groups or energetic dynamics in specific relationships. And the more authentic you can be to yourself, you're just showing up as you in every scenario, in every relationship, in every group, because it's you. But as a society, we all put on our masks, and not COVID masks, but like our masks of identity, and we do it. We all have done it. We all probably will continue to do it, at least in certain aspects, till we die, I'm sure. But then we have the Exorcist card. This is freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. And again, a destructive impulse could be, just trying to be fitting in, or like other people expect you to be. But you're overcoming a lot of this. And we've got on the back of this deck here music. So I think music can really help you tune into who you are. Listening to music that really gets you, you're kind of bopping back and forth, you're excited, it makes you feel good. Listening to music that even can make you emotional. These are all good ways to open up to your true authenticity. So let's tune in. Kat's true personality. Yes, because you're meant to explore. You're meant to do new things, try lots of new things. And I think right now you might be someone who you kind of get in your routine with something, and well, I tried it once, so like that's cool. Or you step out of your comfort zone and then you make something new comfortable, and then it's really hard for you to then step out of that comfort zone again. But you're learning through this. A lot of these archetypes that you have here for your personality. This is you maybe being 3 or 4 different versions of yourself throughout your life. You might even have a prominent Pluto placement in your chart, or prominent 8th house placements, or even transits that go over your 8th house. Can really bring on a death and rebirth, a death of one version of you and a rebirth of a whole other. And a lot of times these things might come out of nowhere or happen just like in the blink of an eye almost, because you have the 8 of Wands, which is very quick moving energy. And as you kind of evolve and grow into who you truly and authentically are, it's easier for you to not, go back into those old ways of being when certain people are around. You just start to hold that authentic blueprint of who you actually are. But you are someone who your energy does light up a room. You are meant to have close connections with your family members, but also friend groups as well. And as you kind of grow into who you are on a more personality level, a more authentic personality level, excuse me, you will find that your family and friends actually really love and adore you as somebody who is themselves, that doesn't feel like they have to agree with everything that other person says, because no one needs a parrot on their shoulder. Oh, you have Sun and Mercury in your 8th. That makes sense. We've got the Sun here. Absolutely. And then the 3rd house opposite, Pluto in the 3rd house opposite Venus. And then, Pluto in the 3rd opposite Venus in the 9th. That makes so much sense. Yeah. And you really do transform through things having to do with relationships or perceived relationships. Wow. Yeah. It brings some of your greatest transformation through relationships and, just showing up as who you are. But then we have the Fool here. So yeah, just pick it up and starting all over, destroying and then rebuilding again. And you might even try on a couple different hats, no pun intended with these witch hats here, before you really feel like I'm living who I am. I'm loving who I am and being who I am. And a lot of times you might even stress out or worry that, well, what if people don't like who I really am? What if I don't like who I really am? But yeah, it's just a matter of tuning into your heart, your soul, doing some meditation and calling forth the most divine aspect of yourself and the most authentic aspect of yourself. Let's just see. Get one more here. Yeah, Temperance. So just, finding a balance between, as you kind of go through and discover who you are, finding a balance between who you are now or who you perceive yourself to be, and then who you actually are, and bridging this. You don't have to completely shift and change overnight, although you can. You have access to be able to do that. This is beautiful though, that you can shift on a dime and be a different version of yourself. Like maybe you're dressing completely different, or you do your hair in a completely different way. But Spirit's showing me, up till now, you've been pretty even keeled, or it's like maybe you have your hair the same way it's been for a very long time. And no shame on that, because I've worn my hair pretty much the same way since probably 2002, 2003. Well, if we're being real honest, probably more closer to 2008 when I quit straightening it. But as far as the length and the actual haircut itself, for 20 plus years, I've probably been real close to 20 years with the same hairdo, same hairstyle. But you are someone, I think it might be hard for you at times to ask for help, but Spirit's wanting you to know it's okay for you to ask for help. And you deserve to have help, living with friends or family members, and, getting help, it's not like you're getting handouts, but like you're getting a hand up to help you out, to get you on your path, on your journey, because you're not meant to go life alone. You're meant to have close connections and people who care about you and love you. And there's music again. So music is really important. I don't know if you do create your own music, Kat, or if that's something you've always been fascinated by, like a certain instrument. This person here is playing a flute, but some sort of instrument. It's never too late to learn. That's the beautiful thing. You could learn on good old YouTube University, as I like to call it, or what's another one, like Skillshare, or I know there's other places you can like pay for classes for things online. maybe even making digital music or just singing in the shower. I mean, you can take this any way that resonates, but I think music really does open your heart to help you become who you are on a truer level, Kat. Then you have study here. So reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. But of course, this is more just about your personality and who you are. So just studying, especially with that Sun and Mercury that you've got in your 8th house, you are someone who really thrives on learning hidden knowledge, esoteric information, divination, tarot, astrology. You really do thrive when you can learn the hidden aspects of yourself. And maybe even looking into your astrology and really diving into your astrology can really help you understand who you are and who you're meant to be. And of course, the sun in your chart will mature. I think it's Mars that matures at age 25, but I'm seeing for some people, like even just me, like with my sun sign, I didn't really resonate at all with my sun sign until I was in my mid 30s. So it might be until your mid 30s where you're still kind of trying on different hats and trying new things and all of this, but it's okay to explore and try to be different versions of yourself just to see what fits and what feels authentic, because we don't know until we know. So sometimes we have to try things out just to see. And then you are a healer. I think we've talked about this before. Maybe even as far back as when you did your personal reading with me. But you do have the spiritual gift of healing, and you will share this with other people. You are a healer. That is a definite part of your personality here. But then we have body work, which I think was funny because this was actually on the back of the deck before I shuffled. And it says, your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, again, healer, and physical therapy or exercise training. So, you don't have to be like a personal trainer or anything, but just, you heal people. But then it's funny because you have school here. So study and school. And of course, this can be the school of hard knocks, just going to school on your own, reading books, learning your astrology, going online. And then we got books. That's so funny. But just reading about things and exploring the world can really put you in tune with who you are. It's really beautiful. I don't make my own, but I do listen to music every day, and I dance a ton at home just to release tension. That's beautiful. Makes me very happy to get lost in the music. Yeah. And it's very interesting too, that Mars energy. So looking where your Mars is, because that's getting that energy out and, dance and just, dance into the music. But then we have here time to decide. So make a decision based on your true heart's desires, or your heart's true desires, that says. So just try something new. Just step out of your comfort zone a little bit and see if it resonates. See if this feels authentic to you. It's just going to be a lot of trial and error, or trying different things just to see what feels good. But as you make these changes or shift into this more authentic version of yourself, you will be protected. You're safe and supported while you change your career, but like while you change your personality or find that more authentic part of your personality, you're going to be safe and protected as you do so. So there's no worries there, and people aren't going to shun you or think you're weird. They're going to absolutely understand, and I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised that people support you, just trying to feel into that energy of who am I? Who am I? Beautiful. I hope that resonated for you, Kat. Thank you for the donation, and I actually think that is it. I think that's our last donation. So I'm going to close out the live stream. But this was so much fun. And those of you who are still here or just joining us or what have you, I did a full moon collective reading that would include anyone who would be watching its energy at the beginning. So go ahead and watch that if you feel so inclined. Kind of focusing on the current full moon energies. Well, the energy of the full moon is already hitting many of us, but the full moon doesn't actually occur until Friday, which I actually am going to be doing a live stream Friday, but I figured I'd do the full moon live stream a little early so that I could utilize the Friday live stream to really break down the spring equinox energies, because the spring equinox is happening, or autumn, depending where you're at in the world. The equinox is happening on Sunday, March 20th. So I wanted to really dive into those on the Friday collective reading before the live stream, or before the other questions. But yeah, we got some really good information in that if you want to check that out. I also have quite a few new recent pick a cards. YouTube is just, it's letting less than 1% of my subscribers that have the notification bell selected know that the video is actually out. So if you are actually getting notifications from my main channel, The Done Creative, consider yourself super lucky, because like less than 1%, it's like 0.8 some percent are actually getting notified. The rest, nope. And I'm not even showing up in a lot of subscription feeds just per my analytics. It's pretty kind of like frustrating, I guess, because I'm trying all these new things, trying to get the algorithm to, hey, pick me, notice me, I'm right here. And nothing's really working. But I'm just trusting that my videos will reach who they need to reach. And maybe right now they don't need to reach as many people. So I'm gonna try. Of course, my ego's like, why can't I have my videos succeed? You know, that happens. But oh, you get notified, but you're surprised it's less than 1%. I think it's mostly notifying the people that watch a great deal of my videos, just because they know this person's going to be interested, so let's notify them. But the people that maybe watch every third video or less than that, I think they probably will limit that. I don't really understand their algorithm anymore. I used to have a better knowledge of it, but they've changed a lot of things since 2020. I don't know. Since they did this thing where you can actually check your own or submit your own rating for getting monetized, my channel's gone off the rails. I don't know. I'm sure some of it's my own energy getting in the way and limiting beliefs about whatever. Probably about this card, the Mentor card, and the Mystic card. These are the ones coming in for me. Mystic revels in intimate union with the divine. And then Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So like, you know, just trying to get the word out about my channel and all of that. It would be fun. It would be nice. But yeah, the thing is, it's not about the money for me, but it's just about the community. And it feels weird when the community's just gone. Like, where did everybody go? But I'm still having a really good time, and I'm vibing with people. I'm actually doing giveaways on my last, the video I filmed today was the last of 3 videos. My most recent 2 videos, you can go enter the giveaway right now after we're done here if you feel like it. Just leave a comment on my last 2 videos answering the question that I asked you in the intro. And you could win yourself a 10-minute reading with me if you feel so inclined. I figure maybe if I get the comment section hopping, maybe the engagement will go up and the algorithm will be like, hey, people are actually communicating with this content. I don't know. Any hot tips from you guys? I would love to hear them. I'm not sure what else to do. But I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. It's just the weird thing is, if you don't make $100 in ad revenue, they don't pay you that month. So it's really weird. And I used to be well above that, but like the last couple months, I've barely scraped $100 of ad revenue, which for some of you might feel like a lot, but with the amount of time put in and everything, it's not really that much. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm still like analyzing and trying to examine my own limiting beliefs surrounding money, my own self-worth, my value in the world. And I know, as within, so without, the things that I've got going on the inside are being reflected in the external. So a lot of this healing that I do to myself and my limiting beliefs, I will start to very slowly see that reflected in the external. So I'm holding faith that even if it never gets better, I'm still having fun and I'm still going to do this anyway. So whatever, YouTube, don't notify people. I'm still doing what I do. Other than your videos. Oh, enter the giveaway, especially since I have no form of payment to get a reading. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you might win. I'm just letting Spirit take the reins like I do when I used to do the free question mosh pit. I just let Spirit decide. Your throat is tickling, so something about your throat chakra. Probably. I've been doing a lot of healing and purging on the throat chakra. And just like my sense of smell and taste hasn't quite recovered since COVID in January, so I'm still kind of working through that. I kind of dropped off on taking the zinc and the D3. I should probably get going on that again. Maybe that'll help. But great suggestion, Ethan. I like it. I like the spirit. All right, you guys, feel free to check out those videos if you want to enter the giveaway. First thing linked in the description below is my main channel. You can find everything you need over there. And I'm trying to think of anything else. I will be live Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time this Friday, the 18th of March. And yeah, I'm going to be taking the weekend off again. I won't be live Saturday because we are having Boston's birthday party on Saturday. And my mom will be in town, and we're going to go to the gem show on Saturday. I'm super excited. Haven't been able to go to the gem show in 2 years because of COVID. It was supposed to happen like March 20 something in 2020. But because of COVID, we locked down March 16th, and they had to cancel it very last minute. And of course, they didn't have it last year because, you know, restrictions were still going on, and they just voted not to have it. So I'm super pumped to get some crystals. Hopefully I can find some new crystal babies that resonate and bring them home forever. COVID is a bee, right? Remember you saying you have trouble with putting prices up, especially with saying it out loud. Yeah, absolutely. I'm still it's that like imposter syndrome of, who am I to charge money for spiritual knowledge? It's not even my knowledge, it's just spirit coming through. So sometimes I feel like I'm stealing from spirit, but then spirit's like, stop that. You're channeling us to help others. So, you know, middleman, here's your compensation. It's like any store vendor or, you know, retail store will purchase products from a different party and then sell them to people. They're kind of the middleman. And I'm kind of that way with like spiritual advice. It's not my advice, it's spirit coming through, but they need a little the medium, so to speak, the medium through which to come forth. And I guess I am that medium, at least one of many, many, many on the planet. So yeah, I'm examining my own limiting beliefs, childhood wounds, shadow, all of the above that I'm always talking about over here. It's just it's like a spiral. It feels like a circle. I saw a thing on Facebook. It's like a circle. You know, you think I'm going through the same cycle again and again and again, but it's more like a coil or a spring. It's like, you know, yes, it's circular feeling, but you're climbing, you're moving forward. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is, because I don't want to price out people. Like, I want to still be affordable for everybody. Like, that's my whole thing. So I still can offer something for every price point, I think, no matter what I do. But yes, I'm going to shut up and quit rambling. I'm going to go. I'm going to let you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever, or something along with feeling guilty. I get you on that, right? We're vibing. I'm right there with you, Ethan. We get it. We get it. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave you there. It's 1:55:55. So I'm going to go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and have a beautiful day, morning, night, evening. I think I said that like 4 times now. But yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Bye. I know I love talking to you too, Ethan. You're awesome. Have a good one. Bye.